I'm Martin Trenaman, actor, writer, shrimper, and I'm here at the Fossetts training facility, the brand new home of Southend United. So, let's take a look. Well, first impressions, amazing, and feels like it's a training ground for now and future-proofed for the future. So, who better to talk to about the future than Tom Lawrence? Hello, Tom.
Yeah, so we wanted to create an environment for success so the guys could become high performing, and we needed to exit Boots and Laces, which has been our home for some time. We acquired the Fossetts facility, which was just 4 grass pitches at the time, as part of the transaction with the previous ownership, and since then we've been getting it into a state where we hope it's going to provide a good platform for the guys to kick on. So we've installed 9 cabins. We've put in a lot of infrastructure. There's, about £200,000 worth of infrastructure that's gone into the ground, which nobody can see. The cabins themselves have been dropped in, which was an interesting task in itself.
Yeah, tell me about that, because that was quite tricky.
Yes, it was. We had to get a huge crane on site, which could lift 120 tonnes.
Were you driving that? No, you do get stuck in.
I did get to put my helmet on and a high-vis jacket, so I did feel part of it.
Oh, nice.
From a distance.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
We got the cabins dropped in. That was problematic because they were heavier than we anticipated, one of them in particular. Also,
the big one? The big one was the heaviest.
Yeah. And we had problems with Southend Airport as well. And actually, this is a true story. Our chairman, Justin Rees, was on a flight in from Holland, which actually delayed the implementation and the installation of the cabins for about an hour and 45 minutes, which is actually a true story, because every time the planes come over, the mast has to come down. Anyway, all's well that ends well. The cabins got landed, and then we fitted them out, and they've been painted, and they've all, we've got a new gym, they've got a media facility, we've got physio and so on. So it's worked out pretty well. I think the guys are happy with it, and it's certainly an uplift on where we were before.
Right. And what about the future of the training ground? Well, so just talk us through that.
Yeah. So we do have planning permission for a permanent structure, which is on our roadmap. This is an interim fix. It's for 3 years at least. Most likely it will get extended for a little bit longer than that. But the ultimate plan is to build a permanent facility here, which would be fit for League One and Championship. I mean, this is great, but we do want to put that permanent facility in.
Brilliant.
We've got 4 pitches on this site, 2 of which are essentially mothballed for the moment at the top end, at the upper plateau. We have planning permission for a 3G all-weather pitch at the top end, which we are it's on the roadmap to develop that in due course. In terms of the pitches that the guys are on now, they're both in higher quality. The whole project costs for laying these pitches was £2 million, which gives an indication of how much money's been invested into the project. The first pitch, pitch 1, is a sand and fibre pitch. It's you can get more hours on it than a regular pitch. It's more sturdy. It drains really well. So this is the sort of the Rolls Royce or sort of championship level pitch. Pitch 2, which the guys are on at the moment, is a high quality sand and soil, no fibres in it. So it's still very good pitch. And the guys go between the two to make sure that the pitches wear pretty well, and they're in pretty good condition at the moment. So,
well, thanks, Tom. £2 million for that. It's only a bit of gardening. So, let's go and have a word with Nathan Ralph. See what he's got to say. So I'm with Captain Nathan Ralph. Nathan, day to day, how has the new training facility affected the players?
Yeah, I think massively. I mean, when you're coming into a place like this, I think your surroundings are really important.
Yeah.
And I think it really adds to the players in terms of when you're coming into work and you're enjoying the place you're coming into.
Yeah.
And I think that really adds to your day, and you're enjoying it more, you're enjoying training, and so I think it's a really big benefit.
That's me done. So you're not sad to lose boots and laces?
No, I don't know. Obviously, I was there for quite a while, so you kind of have that sort of, I don't know if attachment is the right word, but you have memories of there and things like that. But
what nightmares?
Yeah, probably more nightmares, to be honest. There's a few of them, but it's obviously really happy to be here, and it's obviously night and day compared to boots and laces.
Right. And do you think it affects the on-field performance, the kind of facilities you've got here now?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously where you come into work, obviously I think that needs to mirror how you want to perform, where we want to go as a club. I think obviously people can see we're on the up, and we're trying to take that next step, and I think this is a massive part of that. You want to be acting like a football league club, really. If that's where you want to get to. So when all of that kind of mirrors each other, then I think on the pitch does that as well. So
right, okay. So it's a base for players that, I mean, they can stay here longer during the day, do some extra training, and also darts.
Yeah. We've got a lot of boys who like darts. I think it's important because there's things like that you can do here where boys can hang around after training. People don't just shoot off. And you get that social element there, and people hang out and have banter and things. I mean, I was a darts player at the start, and I've retired that now. The other boys have left me behind. I'm terrible. But
what about pool?
No, pool, I'm even worse, to be honest.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I'm pretty shoddy at pool.
I'll leave all that. But it's I think it's really important that we have them things here. We can have that kind of team camaraderie and the morale.
Having spent the day here, it feels like there's a real unity, a real brotherhood around the squad.
Definitely. And I always say, I think it comes down to the type of boys that they bring in. I mean, when we was going through the period where we couldn't sign anyone, I think naturally we became really close because it was only us, and you have that. But then when we're signing players and they're great characters and they just fit into the group so seamlessly, it's a joy to have them here, and they only add to the good group that we've got. Brilliant.
Listen, Nathan, thank you so much for chatting.
Pleasure.
Should we hit the gym? So, I think it's high time we had a word with the main man, Kevin Mayer. Hi, Kevin.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
See you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. So, amazing facilities.
Yeah.
How has it affected you as head coach?
Wow. I think first and foremost, having our own facility is the most important thing. I think, somewhere that we can call a home if you want, where we're based every day. The players can interact and, they come into work and within a good environment. I think that's important. I think then the facilities are so important. I think when you come to football clubs, players, we play once every 2 weeks at home if you want. So where they come to work every day and the environment is the most important thing. And this is it. Once you've got the pitches, the facilities, I think it's hugely important. It makes a huge difference, especially when you're signing players, it helps.
Yeah.
We have people when we show them around, and for the level, it's a huge pulling point.
I was going to say exactly that. So signing new players, this is a huge attraction to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's, somewhere before when we were signing people, when we brought them to boots and laces, we tried to keep them away from there, we've been honest. But now, obviously, with the new training ground and the facilities we got, it's a massive, massive plus when you're trying to sign people, because it is where they're going to be every day and when they spend the majority of their time at a football club.
Yeah. And I mean, boots and laces looks better burnt down. By the looks of things. Yeah. So we've spoken about off-pitch. So how has the new training facility affected on-pitch performance?
Yeah, it's hard to quantify it. I think it's what we had, and probably part of the culture you have at the football club is that players we sign always, they first and foremost, they've got to work. You've got to work hard. Yeah, you've got to come in and you can't cut corners. You work properly. The gym's there for them to go in the afternoon.
Yeah.
We'd always encourage players to grab a bag of balls and go out and do a bit of extra training and hear us on their doorstep, which is brilliant. You find some clubs that, the training venues away from the club. So they're getting on cars, and we had it last year, and we had to come across all the time. So having a base, the improvements in players, the amount of time they can be on the grass is probably the biggest improvement, and biggest plus probably, because they can stay out longer and do extras. And with the facility allowing it to do that, then they can spend longer in the training ground. Which all aids then to team spirit, morale, and everything else as well.
Right. Okay. And what about the quality of the pitch? I mean, it looks like a carpet from here. What, is it?
Yeah. Listen, I think with new pitches, it always takes a little bit longer to bed in. I think we've had some issues, which happens with new things, but we're getting there. They're getting there.
Well, it looks great.
Yeah. Listen, the players love it, and when you can see you can be anywhere in the world as long as you've got a good pitch and a bag of balls, you'll be all right.
Moving forward with the club, how does all this help the club grow?
Yeah, hugely. I think it's first and foremost, this is, and we've got to remember it's early days for us being in the training ground. So for us to have this now is brilliant. It will help development of players because of, as I just said, the amount of work they can do here and be around it helps attract better players if you want, or more, when you're trying to sign players. But I think it's early days. There's still ideas we still want around the place and how we can improve it and push it forward. And I'm sure if you come back in 2 or 3 years, there'll be so many different things as well. Yeah,
of course.
So we're continuing to hopefully develop it. But this is a great place to come to work, especially days like today. And
beautiful.
It's lovely. It really is. There's going to be some cold days in January and wet days with the wind gets up here. But it's a good environment.
Yeah. It feels like a really positive place.
Yeah. And I think that's, listen, you can have any building in the world, but it's the people within it that make it. And of course, I'll give the credit to the staff and the players for that as well. And having the base to do that enables us to build a team spirit and forge that.
Yeah. That's great, Kev. Also, if you need a new striker, ring my agent.
Right, have you got an agent, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need to...
I'm just saying, one of your senior members,
Absolutely, yeah. What, one of them hold it up type or running behind?
I don't know.
Box in the box.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Thanks very much.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
So I've been really impressed with the training facilities here and the togetherness of the squad. And I tell you, it's really nice to be able to see all the extra hours that the players and the management will put in behind the scenes. Hope you enjoyed the tour, and maybe see you at Root Talk.